Hey, today is another 8.6 video. We've made some cut and shut front knuckles and we're going to chuck them in. I want to see how they fit, see if we need longer tie rods, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'll give you a look at the knuckles. So here's our knuckles, obviously stock on this side and our shortened ones on this side. So we worked with one of our friends, Troy at Destroy Garage, and he's used his experience plus looking at the Part Shop Max ones to come up with a position for this. So we're going to try that. Then we also went what we normally do to S chassis and we extended the stock LCA as well, just 25mm, and then we'll see how that all works, give it a test. And then next is Troy also did for us a cross member with the rack move forward 30mm. So hopefully they'll all work, but we're not doing the cross member today. We're just doing LCA and knuckles. Let's lift this guy up and get the wheels off and the brakes and everything. And we'll put those knuckles in. So what we'll do first, I'll put this to full lock this way and full lock that way, so we can see where it's at. And then we can compare the other one once it's done. It's good with the video. Otherwise I have to actually measure it. So that is full up to the left. As far as I can go to the right. Very positive. I know in the air is not accurate, it's always less lock when it's on the ground. But just for a visual comparison, it's not too bad. Alright, we'll get the wheel off. Wheel off, you can see our fancy Shopworks brake upgrade. It's a big caliber, big rotor, and we've also got Shopworks coilovers here. Completely not adjusted, they're just sitting in there, we haven't done anything yet. Because I don't have all the weight in the front from like the turbo kit and everything like that, I haven't bothered setting them yet. But yeah, the brake kit's really cool. But have to undo it, so cool. You can see the adapter for the big brake kit. Feels like it's a cast piece and then just machined and drilled and tapped. Pretty strong though. So we'll continue. We'll take this off because we need to swap it over. Speed sensor needs to come off. Tie rod end and ball joint. Tie rod end up here. Then we'll take the hub off, and then we'll take the ball joint to the LCA off. You've got to remove the tie rod, so don't ever hit it on top. You should be able to hit it in the side or here on the knuckle and it should shake it loose. Sometimes it takes a bigger hammer than what I'm about to use, but we'll find out. There we go, a few whacks, done. So first we're going to undo the coilover from here, the nuts. Then we'll lean the knuckle forward. Then we'll be able to access the bolts easier for the back of the hub and then for the ball joint. The ball joint we'll need to use a tool to separate it, but I'll show you that. Alright. Now we can see the back. I'm going to undo the 4 bolts to pull the hub off, just while it's there, and then we'll undo the ball joint. So sometimes you can get this off by knocking it, but it's much harder. So what I like to do, I keep the nut on just so it's flush with the top of the stud here. This is so we don't damage the thread. And then we have this special ball joint separator. This is the best thing I've ever bought. So we wind this so it opens it up, get it wide enough so it'll fit over the bolt and everything. Then I'm gonna get the hammer and hit it in. So now we're in, and you can see, I'll just shuffle the camera. This is a bit scary when this happens. Okay, so you can see that this is over the nut and the stud, and then all we do is wind up this guy, and it pushes down, closes it together. It releases a very loud bang. So be prepared for me to shit myself. Okay, loud bang, poo came out, but loose. All right, that's one knuckle off. I think I'm gonna stop the LCA at the same time. That's just in there, and then I'll start there. So we'll get that as well. Yeah. Here's all the bits I removed. So obviously rotor, adapter, there's the hub, little bolts for the sensors and the brake line, knuckle. Now these 2 bolts I didn't realize at first, but these 2 bolts are different sizes. So top bolt is fatter here than the bottom bolt, which if you slip the knuckle, you can actually see the size difference in the holes. So that's something to pay attention to. I'll get that one out and then go from there. One LCA with our little extension. All right, next, the knuckle. We're about to learn something. We've got the steering centered, and look how much shorter our arm is. So that's without touching this. So what we're gonna do is, try to wind that out, but it's stuck. So we'll wind this guy out. See how much thread we've got first, because I have no idea how long these are. Okay, they are that long. And problem number 1. So there's our first issue with extended LCA and cut knuckle, is that the tie rods aren't long enough. But what do you reckon the chances are that this is the same as an S chassis? Let's go find out. So it's all back together. We did some searching and we have created this. So at the moment we've got stock tie rod, and then we've got some of these not quite right up here, so I have to work with some measurements to work it out to make a new piece for that, but we got the length. The only problem is I can't show you the full lock because the wheel gets stuck. So this is the other side, it's all together, but when we turn the wheel we get stuck in here. Touching down here, and if we point this in, you can see where it touches. So I'll show you what that is back on the other side. So this piece of frame is what the wheel's touching, and it hangs out from here. It's about 10 to 15 mil the whole way around, so I'm gonna have to cut it back to here and then tack that back in place. The BRZ has it already done because the Part Shop Max kit says to do it, but I was hoping I wouldn't have to. But we're in the problem where with 18s it touches that, so I thought I will put 17s on, but with our Shockworks brakes, 17s don't fit, so we have to cut that. Alright, so we've got to stop there because I've got a customer coming in for a alignment on his drift car. But good result with the knuckles. So we'll continue on with that, cutting the front section out that we showed you. We've ordered steel for the roll cage, so we're just waiting for that to arrive, and then we'll continue on. Parts for the sill have come, some of them for the ECU upgrade to a Link. Yeah, so we'll continue on. Next video will be either the 8.6 or the sill, or even the ute maybe. I don't know, I'll work it out. Alright, thanks for watching, catch you later.